Okay, now for the second day of Holiday Matsuri. On the second day, I wrapped my friend Bubbles and her offspring, Alucard. Alright, we parked the car, then we walked over to registration. Which had no line added at all, really. We just brought right to the front, and Bubbles got her pass, and we went on our way. Alright, after registration, we walked over to the hallway where the vendor's hall was at, and we just waited for a little bit. While waiting, I took a pic of a magic carp man with a mistletoe lure on a fishing rod. And I guess that's kind of a weird combo of words, but you're seeing it right there on the screen. You see exactly what I'm seeing,
The magic card. Is that picture you please?
We already passed that.
All right, thank
you. And then just waited some more. Then we finally got to move forward, but then we were stopped. Because it turned out the vendor's room did not open for a whole nother hour. Yep. We didn't have no VIP passes, so can't get in that time. So we just passed the time by going over to the video game room. You can see the massive people in front and behind us, and standing for a whole nother hour for the vendor room to open is just ridiculous. So just walked over to the video game. We played one of these Soul Calibur games, and then we walked over to one of the vendors, and Bubble did some window shopping. Then we walked over to the manga library, and I entered to win a Nintendo Switch, but I did not win. Then we left to return to the vendor's hall. And on the way, my video camera battery died. Either that or I might hit the stop recording button on accident. But on the way, I took these cosplay photos. I took the three girls from Borderlands. I think Tiny Tina, Nisha, and Lilith, I believe their names are in the game anyway. And I took a picture of Assassin's Creed. You know, see multiple different versions of it. I think there are too many Assassin's Creed games in this lifetime, or whatever. And I also took a Genji photo. And then I changed my batteries and got back in line, and the line was still a few just when we left. But then the vendor hall opened, and then went straight to J. Mako Tandem's table, get my Tenya pop sign and a picture. But his line was closed because he was not allowed, aware that the public was not allowed in the vendor hall at the 10 o'clock thing was supposed to open at. And yeah, he was there for an hour. He had to get a panel at 11:30, and he had to leave at 11, so he'll make to his panel. But I just showed it real quick.
I'm sorry, we're cutting off the line for now because he has to get to a panel, and he has to make it there on time. I know the signing goes till 12:30, but he's got to get there. He'll be back at 3:30 to do more signings.
3:30? Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Alright. And yeah, I had to wait at 3:30 for the next session. But whatever. So we just walked around the vendor's hall, and Bubbles got a Fairy Tail t-shirt.
What's the biggest you got? Oh, that thing's got going back to
Then went to the restroom, and Bubble changed her shirt she just got. And then we just walked over to the video games panel with J. Mako Tandem, Fred Tasker, Charlie Chong, and Brandon McInnes. I think that's how you spell their name, so say their names.
First, Jay, I suffer from a speech impediment, so I'm in the same boat as you had. Here's a question for you all. What is your favorite holiday memory?
Favorite holiday? Ooh, that's a good question. Favorite holiday memory? I have a lot of them, but there's one that I think is really funny. So years ago, when I was a little kid, and I first felt empowered by my voice, the one thing I wanted for Christmas more than anything else was a ventriloquist dummy. Like, do you remember like the Charlie McCarthy dolls, right? Had the little top hat, little monocle, and I just thought he looked really cool anyway. And I'm like, I just, you know, and I still struggle with the speech impediment, but I thought if I get that, it will incentivize me, you know, keeping with my speech therapy. And so I got it, and it was the coolest present. I woke up and he was waiting for me under the tree, and I was like, he's my best friend. That night after the lights went out, I was terrified of him, and I couldn't look at him again. I was like, no, get him out of here.
Have you ever watched a Terry Fator show? Do you know who he is? He won America's, what is that called? America's Got Talent, and he got like some crazy $100 million deal in Vegas. Yeah, but then his life fell apart. That's a long story, but he's very talented.
Wait, the doll? The doll have anything to do with it?
Yeah, the doll came after him.
The doll was like, where's my money? The doll's suing him now
For good reason.
You're the dummy, not me.
Tommy took off all my money.
That's why you can't worry. That's why I don't work with dummies.
I've got one that ended up good, but at the time it was difficult. I lived in Japan for a little over a year working as an interpreter and translator.
Where? What part?
Akihabara.
Oh, Akihabara. Oh, it was very techie there.
Yeah, it was like I would dodge maids as I walked to work in the morning. But I was working at an IT company, and the 4th of July came around, and of course, nothing happens in Japan on the 4th of July because it is a distinctly American holiday. And so I woke up and I was so excited. I was like, oh, 4th of July, fireworks. Wait, no, you live in Japan. And it was really like, oh. And I realized in that moment how much I loved like the 4th of July and fireworks and all of that. And it made me, living in Japan for years, made me surprisingly patriotic in a way that wasn't like America, but just like, oh, I like America. We've got some cool stuff here. I like fireworks, and I like, you know, turkey on Thanksgiving, and oh, now I sound northern. Oh dear. Oh God. But yeah, but a result of that experience made me very like thankful of just my home. So it was good.
My first visit to Disney World was about 21 years ago, and when I was 2, no, I'm kidding. Nobody got that joke. Okay, 21 years ago, and I had a really horrible experience. There's like lots of like, it was just some weird things happened and some drama, blah blah blah. And so I actually haven't been back to Orlando in 21 years, and so I purposely, and I wanted to just come back. And kind of redo that memory of you know, being in Orlando and going to Disney World, which I'm going to be going to next week, so I'm very excited. And so I'm hoping that this is going to be my holiday memory, that Disney World and you guys, and ending the year at Holiday Matsuri will be one of my best holiday memories. Oh, really? Oh, okay.
I have too many. I have too many holiday memories. It all flooding me up with just seeing my family back east, and sometimes we would go to Hawaii, and that was really fun. I remember Macy's Day Parade with my grandfather, and the Snoopy float started to get depressed, you know, or lost air and started kind of falling down into the city street, and that was kind of exciting when I was little. It's like Snoopy's going down. No, it just brings back all the, and the fireworks, I love those. I would keep the fireworks though for year round, and I would make the mistake of lighting them in, you know, my backyard, thinking, remember, if you like fireworks, it's illegal, I think, in most places, but that alien invasion and celebration are two different things, though they look alike. Alien invasion, celebration, it's like nice fountain, you know, and I thought, oh, this will be really fun, and alien invasion are fireballs. And so I remember thinking it was celebration. It was alien invasion. And I'm with friends, and I just... I mean, it was just like, it was so frightening. And I know that, and this is looking pretty bad thing. I was like, okay, I think we're done now. No, we're not. It just kept going. And then I had to finally just go, all right, fellas, let's just leave my house. Let's just leave. Because I knew it was going to be a problem. And sure enough, a friend of mine down the streets was telling me in Venice, he goes, you know, I was going to this place and I saw some idiot let off some fireworks, you know, the other day. And I was like, yeah, that was, I don't know what you're talking about. So be careful with the fireworks. But no, just family fun and gosh, this time of year is always tough because I've lost so many family members, and so it's like I just relish the time going out visiting my mom in New Mexico and all that. So.
The first question is like,
Before I got the fireworks.
Thank you for your question.
Then we went back to the vendor's hall and Bubbles got a Sailor Moon doll.
Excuse me? Yes, sir. I'd like to buy the Sailor Moon doll up here, please. Yeah, this one right here.
Sailor Moon, right?
Yeah.
Why is there no body pillow? Body pillow. I mean, me too. 18?
So 19?
18?
18? Okay.
So cool. Oh, there's a chocolate. Thank you.
Yeah.
I took some more cosplay photos, an Overwatch game, and Sakura Uchiha from Naruto. Then we exited the vendor's hall and watched people playing Sports Friends. Until I saw people attacking the Horizon Zero Dawn creature in the hall, and I followed them. Till I forgot Bubbles was behind me, so I turned around and waited for her to catch up. Then continued and saw the creature defeated, and I continued on my journey. And I took some cosplay pics. One pic of this guy from the Fate series, I think. And a bunch of bleach photos because they had a photo shoot. And people playing beer pong in the hall with no beer. I guess holiday beer pong. Then I turned around and got some more pictures. Holiday Overwatch, like sleigh like airline thing. Like, guy with a leaving game, other players finding a new game. And it's pretty neutral for every single multiplayer game ever. And then Bumblebee, yeah, there's some gaps in my recording. Sometimes the battery dies, or maybe hit the stop recording button on accident. But I'm not really checking that. You know, I just enjoy myself, and the song is on. But yeah. And then I got one more cosplay picture that I can prove. It's a Candy Cane girl with swords.
Excuse me, can I get a picture with me?
It was water on my hands.
Alright, thank you.
Yeah. After we turned back around and we headed back to the vendor's hall, Bubbles was tired, so she took a seat and I went into the vendor's hall to check out J Mac on 10 of Lime. I saw that there's about 20 people already in there, and I knew Bob was gonna stand for that long, so I took over to the Holiday Matsuri contest while I stood in line for my autograph. I set up my camera and left to get my autograph. I just set my camera in like one spot. Didn't really get good footage of the cosplay contest, but I just showed like a little snippet of what I got.
Holiday Totally good.
Alright, next up we have Stardust cosplay as Snowy Mountain Nico.
Alright, next up we have Mad Dog cosplay as Giselle.
Although it's really glad you did not use the curtains to tell her.
Please don't start singing. No! This is just an enchanting cosplay.
Already had animals.
Do you want animals? Because that's how you get animals.
I returned to the hall and got online, which I got in bigger in 10 minutes, to get my autograph and a picture with him. Some kids were dancing while we were waiting in line for some reason.
He's played all the cats in Black Butler. True story.
Wait, really? All the cats?
Don't worry. Hey, Jess. See you, Tom. Sure. Do you want me to put it here, or would you like? On the plastic. Awesome. I love this show so much. It's such a great show.
I'm like
kind of a Thor fan. Yeah. I like pretty much all of them. Thor, that's my guy.
Chris Hemsworth helps.
Chris Hemsworth was born to play it, so. We getting a picture? Yeah. Sweet. Do you mind coming down? And I'll, is it alright if I stay seated?
this one. I watched it briefly, but I.
When I was done getting my autograph, the holiday mermaid contest had just ended. I returned to Bubbles and we walked out and I took a picture of Black Genji from Overwatch.
It wasn't even like someone stole it. It's just someone thought that it was theirs. Not theirs. They just thought someone lost a bag, so they took it back and lost it.
I guess I'll be wrong.
That sounds a lot better. So I was like, oh, I'm happy with this. Otherwise, you would have to.
All right, thank you.
We walked a little further and there was a dance party dancing to the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme. Then I tried to find the location of the Heroes of Overwatch character Q&A panel, but it had gotten cancelled. They updated that schedule, but then I looked at the updated schedule because I had already made my own schedule when it was on the official schedule, and the official schedule was only on the convention app and not in the guidebook. But I got over it later. We then walked over to the hotel eating area. Not sure we call it restaurant. It felt more like a mini mart since the drinks and the food were just grab what you want and bring it to the cashier. I ate my food, then went on a quest to find the dang panel. It got canceled, but I didn't know that because I'm not having access to the internet at the time. But I did take a picture of this Christmas Batman here.
Excuse me, Batman, can I get a picture of you, please?
Oh my god.
All right, thank you.
I returned back to Bubbles defeated, but I kept my head held high. We walked around and I got some pics of My Hero Academia. This photographer was getting people ready for his shoot. I just recorded a group shot so I won't disturb him. The end.